The elite, therefore, intended to control the little people by sterilization if they became too numerous and threatening. These ideas, meshed with a utopian mission which they had inherited from Cecil Rhodes via the Round Table groups, became part of an elaborate justification of their increasing abuses of political and social power. American eugenicists had little faith in the innate ability of men to solve social problems democratically. They were concerned that the less fit would multiply too rapidly and overwhelm those who were eugenically well endowed. You begin to notice a contradiction here, a loophole. Didn't we hear that their philosophy was the survival of the fittest, according to nature and nature's God? And were not they endowed to be the ones who would survive, since obviously they were superior? Well, then why would not they let nature run her course and allow them to be the ones who survive? Suddenly, they have to enter in and help nature. Why do you have to help nature if these individuals are automatically going to eliminate themselves because they are so unfit? It's a total contradiction. It's totally inconsistent. You find it continuously in the rationale of the serpent. They talk out of every side of the mouth. They have a rationale for either direction. And as we saw, in some decades they're for abortion, in some decades they're against abortion, and they conjure up reasons why, the fundamental principle always being population control to suit their needs. So the great fear that the little people will rise up and overwhelm them has always been present. The ones they fear most are the 12 tribes of Israel, the children of God, the root races, but they also fear their own mechanization, man, because there is no hatred greater on the face of the earth than the hatred of the mechanization man for his creator. Why? Because he cannot go beyond the bounds of his genes. He cannot inherit eternal life. He cannot fulfill a higher destiny, which he observes in the children of God. He is doomed to die from the hour he is created. He is doomed to pass through the second death. And therefore, mechanization man have the most intense hatred for father and for mother. And they do rise up and murder the Nephilim. They have this intense hatred, and it can never be removed from their core, because they hate the Creator that created them to die. Because they're created to die, created by those who are necrophiliac in nature, they are necrophiliac in nature, and they are the carriers of the cult of death. It is inbred into them, and hate rather than love is the basis of their consciousness, often concealed by many supposedly humanitarian causes. But you find underneath these people with humanitarian causes is the most intense hatred for any and every part of life. And obviously they hate the children of the light and the sons and daughters of God, because they are the instruments that will bring to the judgment both Creator and creation, both Nephilim and mechanization man. What you cannot understand is why the children of the light were deceived, why they have allowed it to go on. And the clear-cut understanding is that the children of the light have not had the true shepherds to lead them and show them the way out from under the Nephilim. Those shepherds of the people are the creative minority of sons of God incarnate. Without the Son of God, the children of the light will not make it. That is why you have to accept your initiations on the path of sonship. That's why you have to accelerate. Children of the light will follow the Nephilim because they're fallen angels, and they are used to serving under archangels. They don't have an astute enough awareness to really read what their aura is telling them. They don't realize that they are fallen because the fallen ones themselves don't recognize their own fall. In addition to that, they do not recognize the ascent of the sons of God and the potential for ascent in the children of God. So while denying your inherent Christ consciousness and your opportunity to accelerate, they also deny that they ever lost their position of hierarchy in heaven. That's the lie. It's the big lie. It's being broadcast and beamed to you from the moment you are born, and that's why you sense belittlement everywhere you go in life.